Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to the American Republic. This is our roleplay style Let's Play here in Empire Total War, following an alternate history of the USA. Our current year is the summer of 1824. We're finishing up the turn from last episode, where we defended the borders of Williamsburg, Virginia, from an invading, I believe it was Swedish army? We are right now at war with both Austria and Sweden. Most likely because we conquered Amsterdam. We conquered Amsterdam, as you guys know if you've been watching this series for a while, because the Dutch would not stop invading the continental US. Anyway, we are now actually way behind in both our armies and navies. Once again, we had kind of plateaued, things were looking pretty good, and then all these new wars broke out. So I am attempting to rally our defense. Our borders at home are once again secure. So it's time to keep cranking out new naval units. We have some more second rates and third rates coming next turn, and that is the best that we can build right now. The difference though, even between a second rate and a first rate ship of the line that we can't build yet, is pretty extreme. I wouldn't even say that two of our second rates could take on a single Swedish or Austrian first rate. It's just, the hulls are so much thicker on those first rates. They have so many more men, so many more cannons. But unfortunately for us, we can't build first rates for a while yet. We have to finish researching the steam engine and then build a steam dry dock. So that's like, gosh, probably another 6 years before we can even start building our first rate. That is, unless we can possibly trade for a technology, either the hospital or the steam engine. Either one of those technologies would work. Okay, so our allies in Britain do have the steam engine. We're so far behind in tech, being a new nation, we have nothing else to offer. We only have one region in Europe, so we have nothing to trade yet. I'm sure they're not going to sell it for only 6,000 gold. That's a very valuable technology. They thought about it for a second, so maybe next turn we can throw some money at them and get started building our navy. Okay, good. We have tons of troop recruitment here in Amsterdam. Very good thing, seeing we are surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Austrian armies. 5 of those being full stack. We have 3 armies, which I believe I will consolidate just a bit. Make sure that we can actually reinforce each other. Well, that's all the troops we can recruit in Europe. Let's spend some money on our economy here at home. We'll do a water-powered cloth mill in Richmond. That should get us more, some more money coming in here to help fund this war effort. We're sending General Townsend back to occupy our capital in Philadelphia. Then we can send our militia back to Boston. Our militia is led by General Fletcher. Over in Boston, let's also recruit 1 unit of line infantry to add to that garrison. Anything else we can spend money on? Oh, I almost forgot. All of our navies are currently in port because we had to run from that massive... There it is, yeah. That huge Swedish navy. First rates, third rates, second rates, steamships. They're experienced and they're powerful. All up and down the coast. We basically just had to run away. So, let's re-garrison our own shoreline here. At least until the Swedish fleet comes back, at which point I will definitely once again run. We really cannot face them at all at this point. So those small fleets will help kind of protect our trade ports, but not really. Maybe from a smaller expedition force, but not from that full stack navy. Maybe once all this recruitment is done, we'll have Admiral Hardinge here attempt to engage them, but it's going to be risky and we're going to take some serious losses. Seeing we're down to 1,600 cash, I think I will end the turn here.
Forward, march!
And see what the rest of the countries are going to be up to for the winter of 1824. And here we go. Prussia has declared war on us as well. That is Prussian units right there on the right, just behind this screen. That's also going to cancel our trade agreement with them. None of Prussia's allies joined them. They had a lot. That will probably break a bunch of alliances for them, but at least we won't be at war with the entire world. On the other hand, Great Britain does refuse to join us, even though I believe they are at war with Austria at least. It looks like only Great Britain is willing to accept our invasion of the Dutch. The rest of old school, empire building, imperialistic Europe is very, very offended. One of these large Swedish navies is trying to run down one of our small injured navies.
Disengage.
Full retreat. They are going to chase us down once again. I completely forgot to have this Navy run away back to North America last turn. So, like in the last episode, what I'm going to do here is just start the battle and then run away once again. We were able to successfully retreat once again.
Sail for the horizon.
And away we go. And they're going to chase down again. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. We actually can't retreat any further. We're going to have to auto-resolve.
The sea is ours.
We won? Okay. I have no idea how we pulled that off, but we have won the auto-resolve. That is the weirdest thing I have ever seen for auto-resolve in this game. Alright then. Alright, because of Great Britain's refusal to join us in our war against Prussia, the war that we did not ask for, our alliance has broken down. Our trade route has been raided. To start things off for this turn, nation destroyed, Crimean Khanate. I believe the Ottoman Empire took them over. Trade route raided once again. Enemy raid. The Austrians have pushed into the Netherlands. We are getting some food losses, but not enough to actually cause starvation yet, so I won't spend $13.50 per building to repair them, because they're just going to destroy them once again. There's some new construction. Lots of recruitment. And of course, Prussia has cancelled our trade agreement due to our war. Let's attempt to rebuild our alliance with Great Britain. Oh, we cannot ally with them because they are allied with Prussia. We'll offer 10 turns of military access instead, because I want to ask for the steam engine. Offer payment of 20,000 gold. Yeah, they're just not going to go for it. That technology is just so valuable. Ah, man. Oh well. Only 9 turns remaining. We actually have, what is that? Yeah, 5 total universities going, including this Native American meeting hall back here in North America. That's fine. We can be patient for our navies and just hold out and try to avoid encounters. In the meantime, let's keep building this new army.
Yes.
Let's recruit a general. General Cochrane. A very, very interesting looking fellow here. It's a very flamboyant pose. Let's recruit some Republican Guard. We can recruit 3, not bad. We could also use some standard cannon. Oh. Let's recruit directly on the building here. I just prefer that. Republican Guard. Cannon.
Ready for order.
We could use more horse too. We'll do some light dragoons. Regiment of horse. More Republican Guard, the last that we can recruit. Light infantry. And there we go. That fills up our queue. Let's make sure that all of our armies are replenishing constantly.
Sir.
We'll make the Austrians come to us.
Forward! March!
Okay, this part of the battered navy here at our new dock at Rotterdam, that navy is repaired. There is old Ironsides, the USS Constitution.
Put to sea!
She did survive that ridiculous naval engagement off of Malmo over at Sweden. Okay, the question is, can my battered navy make it back to repair at Rotterdam?
Orders, Captain. Awaiting further orders.
Scouting things out. We do have some neutral navies, but nothing too dangerous. Let's make a beeline dash for home and much needed repairs, really. Look at this fleet. It is torn up after that auto-resolve that I still can't believe we actually won. Okay, we got stuck in a neutral unit there briefly. Oh no. The Austrian Navy controls the peninsula over here at Brest.
Officer on deck! Heave away, boys! Heave
I guess we'll just run north and go north of Scotland. I will send Admiral Wilberforce around Scotland to escort them back to safety. That leaves a small navy guarding Amsterdam. Alright, still 14,000 gold left. Let's get our militia back to Boston.
Yes, sir.
General Townsend back to Philadelphia.
Sir.
General Croucher back to our fort
Immediately.
in the Carolinas to kind of fortify the south here. What else do we have going on? Williamsburg is now occupied by a decent-sized force. 4th Continental Light Dragoons, Republican Guard. They could use more cannon though. Ah, Pulaski's Legion Lancer Cavalry. Morgan's Provisional Rifle Corps. Cool, more unique units. Let's recruit as many of those as possible. Whoa, these unit cards are getting really hard to see. I'll send more line infantry south to Williamsburg to add to this militia. We'll do 3 units because they're actually really lacking in actual line infantry. But we can add some Minutemen. Alright, 9,000 gold left.
Your humble servant.
I guess I will start the recruitment of yet another second-rate ship of the line. We'll make it 2. And the third rate and 2 second rates that we do have, the Nymph, another Aurora, we'll call you the Texas. And the Ranger, we'll call you the Carolina, in honor of the invasion point for, I think, 4 different European nations now. The Carolinas, I guess maybe because they're so spread out, they're just a very popular target for those invasions. Well then, now we have a decent sized navy.
Aye, sir.
Let's keep it building.
Still shipshape.
The Swedish fleet is gone. It was off of the coast of Newfoundland. Not sure where it went.
Shipshape.
We'll definitely keep an eye out. But for now, 2798 gold remaining. Let's build a recruitment center down here in lower Louisiana. Seeing our frontier territories are just very, very spread out. Down to 798. I'll recruit some provincial cavalry. There we go. Now we are at 69 gold. Our income next turn will be down to about 14,000. Besides having to maintain all of these new armies and navies to maintain this war, we're also losing those trade agreements with all the countries that we're at war with. And they are raiding our friendly trade routes, and we really can't do anything about it right now. I think several of you guys pointed out in the comments of the last episode that what we have here is more or less a World War I scenario going on in Europe, just almost a century early here. The Austrians are involved, the French are involved, what's left of the French are involved, Spain was involved, and now Prussia, the Germanic regions, have also joined. Berlin has declared war. Oh yeah, and of course you have Great Britain. Although I don't remember there being any kind of Swedish invasion of the Carolinas in World War I. But we have definitely stirred things up in Europe. That also means that for now at least we're going to have to maintain our colonies in Panama, New Granada. I think those two were our last. Yes, those are our last colonies. They are going to be needed to fund this war effort. Well, no more money to spend, no more battles to fight. Let's hold the line and see what happens next.
Ready and waiting.
We did get about 15,000 gold, just a bit higher than predicted over that turn cycle.
Ready and awaiting order.
And we are back in summertime. Still no sign of that Swedish fleet along the American coast. I hope it hasn't gone back for more troops. New state capital in Kentucky. Well, the Kentucky territory. What else is going on? Our battered fleet arrives. Oh no, this is actually our gentleman, our researcher for our new Amsterdam University. He is sailing on a single fourth-rate ship of the line, so that's a dangerous trek with all of these unfriendly nations sailing about with these huge stacked navies.
Ship's orders. Ship's orders, Captain.
It looks like the way is clear. Let's get that gentleman landed first.
Ship's orders, Captain.
And get him in that university.
Unseen, unheard.
Nice. They are working on citizenship. It will hurt our population's happiness. We do get a recruitment discount for infantry, +1 management for justice administration, enhances national prestige, and we get +8 per turn to town wealth per region. So more long-term benefits as long as you can control your population. This is also our only modern university. All of our schools back home are still classical universities. And I think we can build the next one after one of our government technologies is finished. We have some new recruitment that we started last turn, that line infantry in Philadelphia.
March.
And now we have a full stack army in Virginia. And you know what? We have quite a few unique units here. We should send this army to Europe. I think our armies in the Carolinas and Philadelphia can hold the coast. I believe that both Austria and Sweden are going to be very preoccupied with our armies in Europe. Might as well add to them, I guess. Okay, so if this army under General Villiers is going to Europe, what else do they need before they leave? Perhaps dragoons? Unique dragoons? No. They already have quite a bit of unique cavalry.
Any further orders?
Let's actually give them the 1st Delaware Line Infantry.
Men, forward. More orders?
And we'll recruit line infantry to replace them. Somewhere in here. There you are.
Ready, waiting order.
Who else can we add? Let's steal one of these rocket troop artilleries from this army in Boston.
Sir.
That'll take up 1 slot, leaving us 3 more. How about some more cannon? We'll do a howitzer. We already have 2 different kinds of scouts and skirmishers, so really just line infantry is all we need. 3 of them. And they should get to Europe within a few turns. Let's not forget our battered navy out here.
Still ship shape.
Repair you for a cost of less than 5,000. Not bad.
Sir.
Recruitment.
Orders. March!
Still going on here in Amsterdam. Lots of units coming next turn.
Yes, sir.
We already have a puckle gun. We'll add more standard artillery. And that's really all we can recruit from there. We still have those 2 second-rate ships of the line coming. I believe I will send them with this army from Virginia on over to Europe once they're all ready, but for now, let's spend some money on infrastructure. Is there anything else in Pennsylvania that we can build? Oh! A modern university, actually. Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet there. 6,000 gold to get that started. That's about all we can build, though. I guess we can just save that money for next turn and build some new money-earning buildings like craft workshops and the like. We can actually upgrade this one for just a few more dollars. Where is some recruitment that we actually don't need this turn? Let's not repair this 4th rate. Oh, he's not injured. Nah, these guys are way too damaged not to repair. Man, I just need a few more coins and we'll be all set. I guess we can just hold on to our money until next turn. We're stretched pretty thin. We're now at the winter of 1825, and it looks like we're about to stretch our economy to the limit. Income next turn is estimated at only 3,700. This turn we do have 8,000.
Yes. Forward! For crown and country!
Hopefully that will be just enough to get this army off of the ground. A few more units of line infantry.
Sir, your orders?
And maybe
Make ready.
one more unit of light infantry. That is a lot of recruitment. Yeah, let's check up on our preachers over here in the Americas. I might send some of those to start converting areas that we're going to be taking over from the Austrians. Just need to find them. Missionary in Black Hills. Not doing much at all.
Lord's will.
Missionary way up in the Michigan territory. Come on east, I guess. Let's see, who else do we have? We have one in New Mexico.
Blessings be.
We'll send you down to Texas and then Mexico, I think.
I shall rest a little. What do you require?
One in San Jose. Let's send you on a missionary journey as well. Come on down to New Granada, which is actually still Catholic. We have one in Upper Canada who converted the population, actually.
A missionary on a mission. Resting.
Move on up to New France. Huh, a second missionary in Panama.
By your leave.
Off to Granada you go.
I must pray a while.
Okay, so no real missionaries on hand to go to Europe. But
At the ready.
I believe our
Sir.
army in Williamsburg is
And
just about
ready
set
forward. Anything more?
for Europe.
March! Aye, aye, sir.
I'm going to pull this entire fleet over
Set
here to
sail.
Norfolk.
Ready and waiting.
That'll give us, let's see, a bomb catch, 2 second rates, a 4th rate, and a 3rd rate ship of the line. A decent little
And
convoy. Oh, so close. I
Make
just can't
ready.
board this
March.
turn. Unless I leave
I
the
cannot
rocket
do that.
artillery behind, I think. That's probably what's holding us up.
Men
Yep.
forging supply. Forward.
It's the rocket artillery.
Troops. Forward.
Well,
Yes, sir.
we'll leave him behind along with the militia in Williamsburg. Let's get that army on board our navy.
Forward. March. Heave away, boys. Heave away.
And let's make sure that
Where to, Captain?
what's left of our navy that we're going to be leaving behind can protect the coast more or less. That's a full stack now. That's not terrible.
Make ready.
And to Europe you go. And that will probably be our last army going to Europe for a long while. I foresee some serious economic tough times ahead. So let's keep building economic buildings. Water-powered cloth mill. Weaver's cottage. Get more money coming in ASAP.
Ready. Waiting orders.
Hopefully things do stay at least lukewarm between us and the British, because a war with the British surrounding our home territories would probably be the death of us. Not a quick death, but eventually the death of us.
Yes, sir.
Austria has increased their forces in our territories.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's build up this navy with a lot of third-rate rocket ships and a fourth-rate. Now let's make it the third-rate as well.
Ready and waiting.
Oh, we do still have a heavy first-rate that we captured from the Swedish that I repaired. I forgot about that.
Yes, Captain.
Let's
Ship's
take
orders.
you
Ship
and
shape Bristol
the
fashion, Captain.
steamship. Where's the Constitution?
Officer on deck.
Is she already in this fleet? Where is the Constitution? There she is. Let's swap out maybe, yeah, this fifth rate
Aye, sir.
for a
Orders.
first rate. What a trade.
Ship shape and
Aye,
Bristol
aye,
fashion,
sir.
Captain.
Aye, aye, sir.
Officer on deck. On our way, Captain.
Alright.
Aye, sir. Ready for action.
Ship shape and Bristol fashion,
Orders,
Captain.
I'm going to swap out this inexperienced
Aye,
third
sir.
rate for the experienced one.
Aye, aye, sir.
Awaiting further orders. Make ready.
Where to,
Orders,
Captain?
Captain.
And let's actually attack this trade route, this Prussian trade route.
Prepare for action, you scurvy
It's
dogs.
trading 24,000 gold. Oh man, we're stealing almost all of their income off that trade route.
Aye, sir.
Let's both just do that right here.
All hands on deck.
We'll keep our navies together for reinforcement. And we're going to get 41,000 gold next turn. Why had I not thought of that? This is Europe's major trade route to all the countries that we're at war with here. Austria, Prussia, and Sweden. Look at that tiny island of green in a sea of red. As long as our navies can hold out right there, that's going to hurt them badly. Well guys, I think with that possible economic victory over here in Europe, with our raids on the trade routes, I'm going to call the episode here. These things get a bit crashy. If they approach an hour mark, the renders like to fail constantly, and they are quite a pain to upload at 10 to 12 gigs. So, I think that if we can maintain our control of these trade routes, and fund the construction of a more powerful navy, and maintain all of these new armies, we might be able to survive this war. But we are outnumbered, and it is looking pretty grim, at least in Europe. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.